Sa no bodhi. Sa no bodhi. Shruddhi havam. Sa no bodhi. Shruddhi havam. Sa no bodhi. Shruddhi havam. Yajurveda 3.26. 3.26. Sano bodhi shruddhi havam. Sa naha, no becomes naha. Bodhi shruddhi havam. Bodhi, Buddha avagame. That is to know. Buddha avagame. Buddhi also come from that. Buddha jana, those who are knowledgeable, scholarly, they also are called as Buddha jana. It comes from Buddha avagame. Bodha. Bodha means to know. It all comes from the same root, Buddha avagame. Buddha, that also comes from Buddha avagame. One who is enlightened. Shruddhi, Shru Shravane. Shru Shravane. Havam, hoy ahvane. Hoy ahvane. Sa naha bodhi shruddhi havam. Yajurveda 3.26. Havam, hoy ahvane, our calls. Saha shruddhi havam. Naha havam. Let that hear, listen to our calls. It means prayers, our prayers. Let it hear our prayers. And sa naha bodhi, let it give us the knowledge what we want. Let it give us the realization of truth. Sa naha bodhi, sa naha havam shruddhi. Two sentences we can get from it. Now the first part. Naha havam saha shruddhi. Let that hear, listen to our calls, prayers. Now we mistake many a time. That is, we invoke God by doing so many gimmicks. Some do it 5 times a day by putting a loudspeaker and other things. God is everywhere, omnipresent. He is in us also. Even the slightest prayer of ours is audible to that Satchidananda. It is so sensitive and it is omnipresent. So we not shout and pray and call loudly, oh, listen to me. No, it's not required. If I cry in myself, yes, that will be heard by that Satchidananda. It's very easy and simple. It is an internal process and not something external. This you have to understand very clearly. He is in us. So our prayers All our calls will be heard by him within us only. Not only ours, because he is omnipresent, because he is omniscient, and because he is omnipotent. Even if thousands of people call him at the same time, he is able to do it all separately. So we need not be anxious about whether my call is heard by him or not. The only thing is I have to call him with whole heart and with all humility. That's enough. So this can be done under any condition, anywhere, anytime. No external aid is required. Just call him internally with wholeheartedness. Yes, he will hear it. Saha naha havam shrudhi. Though it says, let him hear, the actual meaning of it is, the purport of it is, yes, he is able to hear our calls. Anytime, anywhere, any condition. Even the slightest prayer will be heard by him. Our human ears has got some audible range. If it's at a particular frequency, we are able to listen to it. If it's more than that, we cannot. It's called ultrasound. Or maybe if it is of a lower frequency, up to a certain frequency, we can listen. Beyond that, we cannot. Infra sound. That limitation is there for human ear. Because we depend on the instrument called ear, and its capacity is a limiting factor for us. But God doesn't depend upon such instruments. He is omnipotent. Without instruments, even without an ear, he can hear even the slightest sound, slightest call. There is no restriction of audible region, because audible region, then that restriction comes because of the ear, the instrument. But when he is working without an instrument, but is capable of listening, yes, any frequency is okay for him. Any frequency. So absolutely there is no doubt that whether he will listen to the prayer or not. The only thing is it has to be out of our heart and soul. That's all. It's from our heart and soul, it will be heard by him. Sanaha havam shrudhi. So these are the conditions. But all these things, as I've been telling again and again, is not in this very mantra. There are so many other Veda mantras, and keeping them in the background, this is explained. Another Veda mantra to support this. Dau sannishadya yan mantrayete raja tadveda varunastrutiyaha. If two people are conspiring, sitting in such a close, soundproof environment and discussing something, if there are only two, the third person has already knows it. Who is that? Raja Tadveda. Raja is that Satchananda. He knows it. You cannot hide anything from him. He is omnipresent and is omnipotent, omniscient. He knows it then and there, the very moment you conspire, the very moment you discuss something, and think that we are the only two who know it. No, there is another third person. It can be extended to only one person. If I think to myself and say it is known to me alone, no, another person is already known. That is Satchidananda. So we cannot hide anything from that Satchidananda, and whatever we pray, whatever we call, definitely it will be heard by that Satchidananda the very moment. And there is no restriction, no limitation whatsoever, because it doesn't depend upon instruments which have got some limiting factors. Bodhi, you enlighten us. Buddhavagami, you enlighten us. We get knowledge and information from many sources, but the best source, which is applicable to all people at all places and at all time, is given by that omniscient Satchidananda. So you help us to gain our knowledge. And what is the knowledge? In other words, the knowledge given by the Satchidananda is nothing but truth. Realization of truth. So once we realize truth, life becomes easy and simple. Once it is a bundle of confusion, we are in all problems. But the knowledge given by Satchidananda is always clear, straight, transparent, easy to assimilate. So, you please enlighten us. Naha Bodhi, you give all the guidance, you give all the teachings so that we can adopt them in our lives. You give us that knowledge, you enlighten us. Sa no Bodhi Shruti Havam. Listen to our calls. And what is our call? Our call is for the knowledge only. Not just call you and ask you to do our daily course. No. We call you only for that knowledge and enlightenment. You listen to it and please give us that knowledge. Where he will give? Internally. It comes as a flash in us. We realize things. We'll be able to see things clearly, better. And life becomes easy because we are aware of what is happening inside and outside us. And that is Buddha, that is Avagama, that is knowledge, that is the enlightenment. You give us that enlightenment within us and listen to our prayers. And what is our prayer? Our prayer is for knowledge, our prayer is for truths. And closer to truth and reality, yes, we are free from problems, we are free from tensions, we are free from anxieties. Knowledge alone can cure all our problems, nothing else. Knowledge is supreme in the life of a human being. Maghavan, Gha is Mahaprana. Maghavan Bhuya Innu Te Danam. Maghavan Bhuya Innu Te Danam. Maghavan Bhuya Innu Te Danam. Innu is Itnu. In spirit, Itnu. Maghavan Bhuya Itnu Te Danam. Magha iti Aishwarya Nama. Magha iti Aishwarya Nama. That's in Nirukta of Yaskacharya. Magha iti Aishwarya Nama. Magha, one who has got that. Oh, the richest. Maghavan, one who is having all the riches, all the wealth with him. Maghavan, that's nothing but that's Satchidananda. Maghavan. Te Danam. Te Danam. All your gifts has created this world and given us a lot of things. Material, knowledge, opportunities, strengths. Has given a lot of things to us. All that is needed for our existence and for our endeavors and achievements. All that he has given. And all that is Bhuya Innu. Is it not abundant? Is it not sufficient? They have given sufficiently whatever we needed. There is no shortage at all. If at all there is a shortage, it is man-made. If we take only what we need and leave things there itself for others to take and share what we have got, there is sufficient enough for every one of us. And there will be surplus, abundant. Bhuya Itnu, is it not sufficient? What more we want? If at all we are asking for anything, it has to be only out of for greed, not need. There is nothing for us to ask for. Whatever is given, if you make the proper use of it, distribute it properly, we have got surplus. Bhuya Itnu. So whatever he has given is so much. Bhuya is so much. Sufficient, abundant. Is it not abundant? Is it not sufficient? What more you want? And he has given it. Danam, Te Danam. And who has given it? The wealthiest, the richest. Maghavan. Maghavan Bhuya Innu Te Danam. Whatever you have given is sufficient enough, is abundant enough for our existence, and it is surplus. Just to take a very, very simple example, our body can run on one kidney. Just a very simple example. There are many people who are working on just one kidney, but has given a pair. One spare he has given. You see? Everything is that we can work on one eye, he has given two. We can work on 1 ear, he has given two. There are so many such things just in our body, and look at things around the world. We have got sufficient things for our existence, sufficient to cater to our needs. It is in abundance. The scarcity what we are experiencing is man-made and is out of our selfish motives. If you are generous enough, if you are honest enough, we have got sufficient things for every one of us in every nook and corner of the world. It is in abundance. We want to establish our ownership on what we have got. We want to amass wealth, which results in improper distribution of wealth to all the people. That's a cause. But if distributed properly, every one of us, even the lost man, will get what they need comfortably, easily, because whatever has been given by God is in abundance. It's in abundance. I have been telling, it's not that just it is in abundance. It is also pure. Is all welfare giving. Whatever is given by God is all welfare giving, is beneficial, all positive. Bhadra Indrasya Rateyaha. We have discussed several times. Indrasya Rateyaha. Indra is again that Maghavan only. Rateyaha Radane. Whatever is given, the gifts, Danam. Whatever is given by that, the wealthiest Satyananda, is all Bhadra, Bhadi Kalyane, welfare giving, peace giving, which can satisfy all our needs in the best way possible. No human creation can rise up to that level. No man-made thing can do such a thing. What is given by God is absolute and is pure, the best. So it is not just abundant, it's not just bhuya, it is also welfare giving, auspicious. Bhadra Indrasya Rataya. Not only that, all gifts of God is for all, no discrimination whatsoever. It's for all. And the last thing, it's all given to us free. It's all given to us free. People think 100 times if they want to donate something freely to some XYZ. But God has given all that we need in abundance, which is pure and without any discrimination, freely, no charge at all. Whatever we use the facilities in the material world, we are expected to pay something in return for it. The bill, they charge. But God has never charged us. God has never sent us a bill to pay for the sunlight what He has given, the rain what He has showered. It's all free. In spite of the gifts of God being free, abundant, pure, and without discrimination, still if you are crying, still if you are grumbling, still if you are unhappy, something is wrong with us. It's time for introspection to think over why. God is such wonderful things for every one of us. Freely, abundantly, purely. And still if I am crying, I have to think twice, something is wrong with me. We have absolutely no reason to cry. Absolutely, we have no reason to be unhappy. Absolutely, we have no reason to complain. It's a wonderful world that's given by God. The only thing is we have to recognize it. We have to understand it and take it to our heart and look positively towards the world and gifts of God. Maghavan bhuya innute danam. This is one such sentence which we have to think over again and again and make ourselves convinced that Yes, we have got everything that is good, that is pure, that is free, that's abundant and surplus. This very feeling makes us happy and contented and satisfied. And that satisfaction is a raw material for our happiness. And that satisfaction, contentment is the cause for our being happy, peaceful, and blissful. We are spoiling it by our own hands. We are spoiling it and disturbing it by understanding the world wrongly. We are not need-based. Our lifestyle is greed-based, not need-based. That's the problem. If it is need-based, absolutely we have nothing to complain. We have everything in abundance, pure, free. And every one of us, we can get it, and there is no discrimination. If there is a scarcity, it's our mistake. If it is polluted, it's our mistake. If there is discrimination, there is no proper distribution, it's our mistake. We are charging for it, it is our mistake and selfishness. To understand it very clearly, God has given everything free. So when I said this in one of the lectures, somebody said, how is it, sir? We are paying for our water bill. Are you not paying for water? Yes, we are paying. How do you say it is free? Then I said, you are paying not for water, but for providing that water into your kitchen through tap. There is some system which makes that water to come to your house. And for the system, they have spent so many things. And you are paying for that system and process by which the water is in your tap in your kitchen. If you are living near a river, are you paying for it? It's abundant and free. You can use it. Nobody asks you why you are touching that water in the river. What you are paying is not for the water. You are paying for the process of bringing that water from a river to your kitchen through the tap. So you are paying for that, not water. Water is still free. So this is how to understand things. Food is free. Then we are paying for it. It is for the labor involved by the farmer to grow it. For that labor we are paying. It is being transported to our malls, to our shops. It is stored there. Somebody is taking care of, packed it. We are paying for the packing, we are paying for the transportation, we are paying for the labor. But what are you paying for the food? It's free. It's free. Everything what is given by God is all auspicious, free, pure, abundant, without any discrimination. Everyone has got a right to the gifts of God. Maghavan bhuya innu te danam. This you have to realize, this you have to understand, this you have to experience. One who experiences this piece of Veda mantra never in his life will grumble, complain that I don't have anything. It is something impure. It is harmful. No, they will not speak. So it's all man-made. It's a mistake of the man. It's a blunder made by the man. Has polluted the gifts of God by his way of life. We cannot blame God for that. The rain was wonderful. We have made that rain an acid rain because of our pollution. Acid rain is not God-given. Acid rain is man-made. It's a distortion. It's a problem. It's a pollution. So from any angle you look at this, whatever is given by God is all pure, abundant, free, without discrimination, without any partiality. Everyone has got a right to it. If somebody prevents someone, it is out of his selfishness and foolishness and never in accordance with God's dictum. Maghavan bhuya innu te danam. It becomes alive. Every word here becomes alive. We have to realize it. No complaint. No complaint, no dissatisfaction, no discontentment. We are happy. We have to lead such a life, we have to establish such a social structure around the globe so that it is properly made use of by everyone for their happiness, peace, and bliss. Available. If we don't realize it, we intervene and spoil the whole system and grab so many things, amass, establish our ownership on it, and create a whole disturbed society and globe. It's our problem. That's why what you said, Bodhi, you give us that realization, the earlier mantra. Bodhi, you please give us that knowledge, you please give us that right knowledge, so that we will be enlightened and understand all the system that's working here. If we understand the systems that are working here, we never grumble, we will coexist with all other creatures happily, comfortably. Each has got their own role to play, and we don't cross our roads and get hit. We take our own tracks and move parallelly and happily, hand in hand. Yes, that is the human way of life. To understand it, we should never be afraid that I will not get this, there will be some shortage. No. Bhuya innute danam. So whatever you have given is wonderfully abundant and surplus. I have no fear at all. The fear is not with the material availability. The fear is in distribution. If I fail to distribute it properly, yes, there will be shortage. There will be scarcity. But to take care of proper distribution with a human touch, not selfish, not commercial, yes, it's in abundance. I need not fear at all. I'll get what I want for my need. Every one of us, everywhere, always, it's abundant. Madhavan bhuya innu te danam. This is Yajurveda 3.34. 3.34. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. Regarding Gayatri Mantra, I have discussed sufficient times. So I'll give the address again. In Yajurveda, it is in 3 places. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. 3.35. 3.35. 30.2. 30.2. 36.3. 36.3. In all the 3 places you find this. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Dhiyaha. Dhiya means our thoughts, words, and actions. Chudi prerane. That's the root. Chudi prerane. You inspire, you motivate all our thoughts, words, and actions. Naha. Ours. Whatever thoughts, words, and actions are there of ours, you please prompt it, you please motivate, you please inspire. We surrender to you. We surrender to you. Whatever inspiration, whatever motivation, whatever guidance you give, yes, we obey it. Because that is the best. That's the gist of it. That is the best. Next one. Shamsya. Shamsya. पशून में शम्स्य पशून में पाही. शम्स्य पशून में पाही. 3.37 Yajurveda 3.37. शम्स्य पशून में पाही. Yaju 3.37. We started with that only. Yajamanasya Pashun Pahi. Yajurveda 1.1. The very first mantra in Yajurveda, it speaks about Yajamanasya Pashun Pahi. Pahi Parakshane. Yajamanasya, one is into doing good deeds. Let his livestock be protected. The same thing. Shamsya Pashun Me Pahi. Let my animals be Pahi protected. What is that? Shamsya. Shamsu stutau. Shamsu stutau. One is worthy of our all prayers. So he Shamsya. Shamsustutav. One is worthy of our prayers, one is worthy of our stutis. Shamsya, oh God, Pashun me pahi. Please protect my animals. This is not the one example I'm giving. We have seen a lot of examples where we extend our love and compassion to the other creatures around us. Domestic, non-domestic, all. Sarvani bhutani. In other place it says, Sarvani bhutani. Mitrasyaham chakshusha samishe. I look at them with friendly nature and with love. Sarvani bhutani. Every creature on this planet. Every creature. It is so wide in nature. That is, never we imagine butchering of animals for any reason, including for filling up our belly. Our stomach is not a burial ground to bury the dead animals. It's a beautiful oven where whatever we eat is converted into wonderful energy, which is given to every cell of ours. It's not a burial ground. At any point in a way, butchering of animals, non-vegetarianism, is not at all advocated by Vedas, anywhere. We got complementary mantras where one mantra supports the other, one mantra supports the other. Like the one what you saw. Yajamanasya pashun pahi, shamsya pashun me pahi. They are supporting one another. They are complementary to one another. We have to understand all these things together. The very essence of human life is compassion, daya, karuna. That's the very essence of human beings. It's a main feature of human beings. No other animal is capable of experiencing and reacting in the form of compassion and love and mercy. Daya, karuna, anukampa, all these things are there only for human beings. They are the features of human beings. If these features are not found in a human being, he is unfit to be called as a human being. He may be having a human form, but by nature, he is not a human being at all. Because no other animal can feel, can understand the pain and pleasure of other animal. He just looks at it. It's just a witness. That's why it's called as pashu. Pashyati iti pashuhu. Simple. He just witnesses, he just sees. If there is something to be afraid of, yes, it can experience that fear. Nidra, ahara, bhaya, maituna. That way I discussed. If it is something harmful, it's able to experience that fear, yes, it will. But it cannot understand the pain or pleasure of the other creature. It's not evolved. Its brain system is not capable of imagining that, understanding it. That's the limitation for an animal. But the human brain is so evolved that it's capable of experiencing pain and pleasure of other creature, not even human being, all creatures it's capable of. It can imagine, if I were to be in that place, what will happen to me? What will be that experience? It's capable of imagining it. It's capable of understanding it. That's a human brain. That's a human being. That very basic feature of a human being is not there. And the person becomes cruel and becomes a meat eater, a non-vegetarian, and butchers animals. I'm very sorry. He is unfit to be, that person is unfit to be called as a human being at all. He's not at all a human being. Compassion, mercy is the very core of human nature. Daya, karuna, anukampa. And he feels for other animals also, not only for himself. Yes, he can experience his own pain and pleasure wonderfully well because his own experience. But what about the experience of others? He is capable of responding to it. He is capable of being resonate with the pain and pleasure of other human beings. That resonance with the pain and pleasure of other living beings is the main feature of human being, and that's called compassion. He can reverberate to the pain and pleasure of other living beings. So he wants every creature on this planet to be peaceful, to be happy, to be comfortable, as he wants it. He recognizes the right of other living beings for a happy living, for a comfortable living, for a peaceful living, because he wants it. He knows, as I am a human being, as I am a soul, as I am a Sachit, who is after peace, who is after happiness, every living being, every creature, every soul, every Sachit also wants it. They are also for it. They also aspire for it. So he recognizes the right of every other creature for an aspiration of leading a life which is peaceful and happy, as he wants it. He can see his own reflection in all other creatures. Yes, that is compassion. That is mercy. That is a human being. Basic feature, a very fundamental feature of a human being is this. The mind is so evolved that it is capable of doing all this process. No other animal than a human being can do this, because the mind itself is not developed, is not evolved to that extent. The very basic and fundamental nature, I repeat and repeat again, is compassion and mercy. If it's there, it's a human being. If it's not there, that person is unfit to be called as a human being, though in human form. So it is that attitude, it is that nature of compassion that makes a man a man. A human being, a human being. Shamsya, Pashun me pahi. You please save and protect our animals. He prays for it. Not only the animals, he prays for the well-being of every creature on this planet. Because you understand, as I need it, yes, everyone needs it. Let me get it, and let all the other creatures also get it. The only thing is, we have to work accordingly. I cannot say something and do something else. My lifestyle has been such a way that it is peace-giving and love-giving to every other creature. It's coexistence. It is fellowship. It's not fighting. It's not grabbing. It's not snatching. Share, love, coexist. Shamsya Pashun me pahi. Shamsya, one is worthy to be praised by us. Shamsustutav. Why? He asks you, because you are worthy of our praises. Not only that, you are the person who has given us all this knowledge and compassion. You are the source of it. You are the source of our bliss. You are the source of our peace. You are the source of our compassion. You are the source for our love. And because you are the source of all that, you deserve our best prayers. You deserve our best praise. Identify, recognize, and pray. Let that be given to us, and let that result in the protection of every creature around us. We willfully never harm any living being. Willfully. Sometimes it happens without our knowledge, but that's not our intention. Unintentionally, something may happen, but intentionally, we are careful and alert so that we will not harm any animal. Give that strength, and protect every creature. Every creature in my own reflection. Upon this, what is there in the Vedas, we have another branch which has come out of it, called Ayurveda. And there it says, Atmavatu satatam pashyetapi kita pipilikam. In this moment, it's from Ayurveda. Atmavat satatam pasyedapi, pasyedapi kita pipilikam. Atmavat satatam pashyet api kita pipilikam. Kita is an insect. Pipilika is an ant. Even though it's a very small creature, doesn't matter. Api, even though it is kita, even though it is pipilika, atmavat satatam pashyet. We should look at it as though it is my own self. Atmavat. It's me only. The small ant Though it appears different from me, though it's a different soul, fine, but I look at it as though it is my own reflection, as though it is my own self. What all care I take to protect myself, the same care I will take to protect that creature also. Atmavat satatam pashyat. It is continuous. I look at it continuously. I do this continuously. It's not on and off. Always. Always, I look at even those small creatures. They're just represents. It doesn't mean only an insect and an ant. All creatures as though it is my own self. Atmavat satatam pashyet. I look at it as though it is my own self. It is my own reflection. It's my own part. Physically, it's not my part. That's true. But mentally and spiritually, I look at it as though it is my own self. Atmavata satatam pashyeta pikita pipilika. This is the guideline given in the Ayurveda. One who follows this, that is ahimsa to the core, non-violence to the core, will definitely be healthy. Health is a product of this ahimsa and this non-violence. And it's all the guidance given to human beings. We follow it, yes, we are spiritually and mentally healthy. And that results in good physical health also. But physical health may, because of all the other surroundings and forces, it may go this way or that way a little, doesn't matter. But you are spiritually and mentally healthy, even that physical disturbance, you can bear it, you can tolerate it, you can sustain it. Atmavat satatam pasyedapi kita pipilikam. There's a piece of a shloka in Ayurveda. Shamsya pashun me pahi. Upahuta iha gavaha. Upahuta iha gavaha. Have I done it? Okay, Upahuta iha gavaha. Yajurveda 3.43. No harm in getting discussing about it once again. Upahuta iha gavaha. Yajurveda 3.43. Gavaha, the cows. It's a upalakshana. Upalakshana, what is? Upalakshana is representative. When I say gavaha, it doesn't mean only cows. All animals, all domestic animals. Iha, here, Upahuta, be at our beck and call, be closer to us so that they listen our call. Huta hoyahwane. Upa is close by. Let our livestock, let our all domestic animals be at a distance where they listen to our call and come immediately to us. Say example, a cow. We call it Gauri, for example. So Gauri should be available in such a way that when I call Gauri, it should be readily available here. It could be Krishna also in your case. Anything, any domestic animal, let it be at our close reach. When I call it, it should be available to me. It doesn't mean only Gavaha. Gavaha is Upalakshana. It's a representative for all domestic animals. So we are living with our domestic animals. We are not separate. Just only human beings cannot live. We need some pets. We need some livestock to live along with us. But we have to consider them as part of our family, not as a business dairy product. Today we are considering every cow as a source for our income. Dairy is a very big industry. We are interested only in sucking their milk. If I don't look after them well, they don't give much milk. Therefore, I look for them. Therefore, I look at their prosperity and requirements. But if you don't give milk, yes, the very next day I send it to the butcher's house. I'm so inhuman. As long as they are beneficial, yes, I take care of them. Once they are not beneficial, I butcher them and eat them away. This is not human nature. It's not human nature. They should be to our beck and call for sharing our love, for sharing our companionship. for being part of the family and contributing to our agriculture and farming. Now we are all partners. We are all living together. We all play our part. And finally, we look after the world, we look after our farming, we look after agriculture well. They're all in the team. It's a teamwork. The team doesn't consist of only the human beings, but also so many domestic animals. It's a team. So let they be in the team, and whenever we call them, let them be available to us. Upahuta. Upahuta, let they be closer. Iha Gavaha, here in our life, here in our home, let they be closer and let they listen to our call and let us all live together. It's a teamwork. Upahuta Iha Gavaha. Okay, we have discussed sufficiently and we shall continue it tomorrow. ಏನು ತಾರೀಕು ಬರ್ತಾ 29 ಬರ್ತಾ ಭಾನುವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಓಕೆ Sunday this is a fifth Sunday. I have agreed to take a class on yoga. So tomorrow is my dialysis day, Sunday is a different class, and Monday we will again sit down. That is Sunday for you, Sunday night for you, and Monday morning we shall have the class and continue understanding the different facets of Yajurveda mantras. Okay, thank you all.